Hey guys, this is the team call for August, April 28th. Today, I just really want to focus on what to do when you're feeling in a funk and consistency. So, this is our first team call in a while because we've been focusing on a lot of trainings and doing team calls within the trainings. So, this is the first time we've done like a huge team call, which I'm really excited to see you guys. I'm really excited to kind of talk about more of a broader subject rather than focused on our specific trainings, which we will be starting back up soon. So I hope you guys are ready. May coming. It's a lot of new changes. It's so exciting when you get into a new month, especially with summer here. Like I just saw the other day, someone was saying it's less than 20 days away. Like that's crazy. Summer's that close already. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to start on the slides with you guys. Share. Okay, can you guys see that all right? Nod. Yes? Yes, okay. All right. What to do when you're in a funk and consistency. Okay. So, network marketing. Okay, so you've all heard this, you all know this, except for your newer coaches that probably are new to network marketing. I like to talk about network marketing and the fact that when I view it, it's kind of like a roller coaster. You're always going to have ups and downs. You're always going to have really good parts, and you're going to have kind of crappy parts. You're going to have the uphill where you're really trucking to get where you want to be. You're going to have the downhill where it seems to be sometimes, you're just having a hard time getting a grip. And I just really wanted to talk about this because, to be quite honest, this has been me lately. Sometimes, like I said, with the network marketing thing, you get in a funk to where it's like either you get discouraged with certain things or a bunch of stuff starts happening and it makes you get discouraged, whether it's life or it's your business or your personal fitness, whatever it is. And quite frankly, that has been me. I mean, even, with hitting huge goals that I've hit and our team's been hitting, I still have those hard times. I don't know if it's, that negative pregnancy test I had last week. I don't know if it's, not just last week, the last month of struggling with things, not hitting goals when I want to, which can be extremely frustrating. But we all have them. I've had slumps. I've had little funk times where I've had to recheck myself. So, I'm always honest with you guys. I always tell you guys what's going on. And so I wanted to do this and just be honest and tell you guys what I've done to overcome this because my success partner, besides Dakota, is Amanda Bush. Most of you guys know that. She's like one of my best friends. And I was talking to her the other day about this whole thing. And she when I messaged her, I was telling her all these, the kind of the negative things I've been dealing with. And she goes, I feel like I could have typed that same message to you. And I just got to cry with my husband about how I'm going through the same thing. And it was funny how we both were going through the same exact thing and we could connect together and it instantly made us feel better. And that day alone, I signed up 3 coaches just because I went to someone else. I mean, I have Dakota all the time, but to go to someone else who's also struggling with the same things and another female, it was just so rejuvenating, I guess, for me to talk it out. And it kind of encouraged me to realize, okay, I need to sit back. I need to reassess my goals. I have them listed on here. Allow yourself some time. Guess what? There was 2 days where I didn't check my notifications. I responded to all my messages. I kept up with people, but I didn't check my notifications because for some reason, I don't know if it was that pregnancy test. Again, there's just a lot of things that had added up, and it was just something that I needed time for myself. I needed to distress that table that Dakota was talking about and paint and do projects and do stuff just to get my mind off things. And that's totally okay. For me, I need to set some time for myself. I'm the type that I'm a homebody. I am not big on parties, like nothing like that. We like to be at home. And if I need that time to myself, I'm going to take it. So that is what helped me a ton. I reassessed my goals and time management. Monday, I noticed, I care for 8 kids. Yes, I'm very busy, but I don't normally get overwhelmed with it. I love what I do. I just absolutely love every second with the kids and with coaching. But Monday, I felt like I was swamped all day. I couldn't get ahead of anything. And I had to sit down and be like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I never struggle with my time management. I always get it right. And I realized what things I was doing wrong. One, I started playing Heyday again on my phone. I have this stupid game on my phone that takes up time that I already don't have. TV, watching more TV. Well, guess what? I cut out that this week and played more games. So that's just another thing I had to reassess with myself. I need to get rid of that. I need to not be doing that because that's taking up the time I don't have. And that's the only thing that has changed. So that was just another thing. And then for me, looking at our beach pictures, I use that as our background on this call tonight for a reason. We are in the middle of redoing our living room. And I'm telling you guys this because it all goes together. It all helps with my goals, and it's going to help with yours when you focus on this stuff. Why are you looking at me? Making me nervous. Anyways, so we're looking at like putting this beach canvas above our couch. And I was just looking at the canvas, and it brought instant tears to my eyes because it just brought back all the memories of us being at the beach and our freedom and what Beachbody has done for us. Like, we would have never seen the light of day at the beach if it wasn't for Beachbody. Every time we've made a trip to a beach, it's paid for by Beachbody. I mean, so it just really brought that back to my mind. Like, you know what? I've worked really hard to get where I'm at. God has blessed us unbelievably. He's in control of everything. There's always going to be a downside, but he's always in control. And it really, just kind of brought back, why I'm doing everything. It really brought back my passion of my focus, and my why. Like, why am I coaching? We always talk about, have the why that makes you cry. My why is partly having kids in the future. I want to be the healthiest I can be. For my kids, I want to have the healthiest body, temple to be able to carry those kids. And I want to be able to be the best wife that I can be for my husband. I want to create the dreams that everybody dreams about. I want to make those come true. And one of those is moving to the beach, even if it's just for a year, or even, like if we move out there and we decide we want to move back to the country, whatever. We don't have kids right now. Might as well go enjoy it. So that's one of our dreams. And I just had to remind myself of that. I have on here talking to someone, and whether it's your spouse, your best friend, your mom, whoever, that really helps. I always tell myself, my husband is my whole world. He's my best friend, and he is. But sometimes, with the business aspect, it's kind of nice to talk to my success partner. And that really, really helped me way more than I thought. And I'm not the type to talk to other people about my issues. So again, all this is just a reminder that, if you have that slump that you're going through, if you're at a plateau with your fitness, you need to talk to someone. I had a good friend of mine recently who told me she had gained 10 pounds and she didn't know what happened. And I'm like, if you would have talked to me about that, we could have talked through, we could have figured it out, and you wouldn't have been so stressed about it. Just the little things, just talking to someone that people are willing to listen, they're willing to help. So those are just a few things I wanted to go over with that. And the biggest thing here is with network marketing, don't quit what makes you a better person. So if you're going through a slump, just because, I was going through that, even last year when we were trying to get pregnant and I couldn't for all those months, I didn't stop working out. I slightly stopped eating healthy, but it was still in control. I didn't stop working my business because I was struggling. I continued all those things because all of those things make me a better person. Like working out and eating healthy, reading my Bible, doing personal development, and working my biz makes me a happier person. It makes me a more successful person. So why quit? Like, I know that I'm being a better version of me when I'm doing those things. So I'm going to continue to do them no matter what I'm going through. Always, always, always be consistent with your business. Don't quit what's making you better. That kind of makes me think too of, I was talking to a coach recently who, they have a lot of negative influences in their life. And, that sometimes can really stir someone away from coaching because they're worried about what other people think. Believe me, I get it, because I'm like that so much. It was way worse before personal development, but I get it. Family sometimes is the worst. But you have to think that when you sign up as a coach, what's the reason you're doing it? Most of the time, it's because you know that you need it to make you a better person. It's going to give you a more fulfilling and happier life, right? So why care what anyone else thinks when you're doing something that's better for you, right? So I just wanted to do that as a reminder because it's a constant thing that I feel like I have to tell people is you're doing this for you. And you have to remember that that's okay to be selfish in that moment, because the only way you can be the best version of you is by bettering yourself every day. Okay, so the next thing is consistency. I saw a quote today when I was making up this call, and it just really hit me. My name is consistency. I'm related to success. We should hang out more than once in a while. Success, people that are successful is because they're consistent. It's not because, I'll use Beachbody as an example. It's not because they do one workout, take a few months break, start another one, or do a workout, not finish it, and then start another one. You have to be consistent with your workouts. When Dakota and I signed up as coaches, we just finished Insanity, and we're like, okay, we're going to do Asylum Volume 1, then we're going to do Asylum Volume 2, then we're going to do T25, then Lost Mills Combat. We had an entire list. We totally had out all these plans. We always know what we're doing next because we don't want to stop and, fall off track or not be an example. Plus, we wanted to have the background of all these programs. We wanted to have education on what program consisted of what, so that we had experience to share with people. So the consistency is huge. If you're constantly falling off track, it's hard to be a good example for those that are following you. When you're consistent, it creates accountability. It makes you stay accountable to yourself. I mean, that was 90% of the reason I signed up as a coach, was to be accountable. So, I'm not going to quit my workouts. It's hold me accountable. So you need to create that accountability for yourself. It establishes reputation. So, over 3 years of posting about working out, people know me as the health and fitness coach. They know me as being fit and healthy because I've built up a reputation of being consistent with working out and eating healthy. Makes me relevant. So I've posted my struggles and my strengths and my challenges, everything. And that makes me really relatable to people for them to connect with. Like, oh my gosh, she struggles to do push-ups too. Oh, if she can do it, I can do it. If she has a slip disc in her back, oh, I do too. Or I have back problems. If she can do this, I can do it. Little things that, you struggle with that people are going to be able to relate to. Makes you dependable. Kind of the same thing with accountability, but at the same time, it makes you to where they can trust on you. They can lean on you. They know that you know what you're doing, obviously, because you're being proof that the products work. I'm probably using my hands a lot. I keep seeing that. Sorry. It makes you dependable. I will tell you, I have people that come to me that have said, I followed you for so long. I have a coach currently, a coach, I don't even know who they are, but they don't ever work out. They don't post about the business, nothing, where I've seen you go for 3 years and you're still doing the same thing. They trust you and they've seen your posts. They see that you're trustable, you're reliable. They see how consistent you are, and there's credibility there, So that's a big point of consistency. A lot of people give up because of their inconsistency. If you're constantly quitting and not finishing a program, you're going to give up on yourself because you've given up on yourself so many times. You're not just going to give up the workouts, you're going to give up the business. Don't give up. Dakota made a good point earlier today. If you want to create a 6 or 7 figure business, this was in one of our personal development books, give it 3 to 5 years of consistent work. If you're wanting to make that much, you got to think any other job, you got to work a lot of years or go to school for a very long time to make that kind of money. So if you expect to get that much out of a business, give it 3 to 5 years at least to be able to get yourself a good, consistent income. I know he wanted to say a couple things here too, right? You want me to unmute you?
No, you're fine because it'll just echo.
Oh.
I don't remember. Not right now.
About Keith being able to quit.
Oh, yeah, I gotta take out these headphones.
You want this?
Yeah. So, like with consistency, a lot of people give excuses. I was one of them. But I hear and see a lot of people giving excuses of, some of these coaches that are so successful don't work a regular job. They do Beachbody coaching full time. Most of those people work their butts off so they could do coaching full time. Like Keith Wilson, he's been a coach for 5 years now. I think he just hit or hit the 4-year mark. He's going on 5 years, somewhere around that time, 4 or 5 year time frame. He's retiring in 5 weeks. He just made a post that how he's retiring. June 3rd. Yeah, he's sending his letter of resignation. I've already seen people saying about him how he got lucky or how he doesn't work a regular job. He is a pharmaceutical scientist that works 40 to 60 hours a week every week. He has 4 kids, but he has worked his butt off for 4 or 5 years. And I think last year he with just Beachbody alone, made over $250,000 between his business and his wife's business. So he's worked his butt off. And now, you're still going to have people saying that next year, oh, he doesn't work a regular job. He does coaching full time. It's because he worked his butt off to get there. Chris Ballmer is actually Keith's coach, and he makes $20,000 a week. The last he posted in last June. And he still works a job. He works 50 to 70 hours a week for something with the NBA that he works with, where they have their home games and stuff, where he designs a lot of stuff and does that. He works that because he enjoys it. That's why he still continues working, but he's built up a business while working 50 to 70 hours a week. Just recently had a kid. I think he's almost 2 and still making that income. It's just, if you want to. Put it in
our perspective.
Do what?
Put it in our perspective.
What do you mean?
Like how much we were making at the beginning to now.
Oh, and then for example, us. Our goal is to retire Danielle pretty soon. And and I'm retired because that was her main goal, was to retire me first. She wanted me home. She made enough within 11 months consistently and to bring me home, and that's what we did because that was one of our goals. But now, for example, we don't talk about money much, but last year at this time, we were probably making around $500 to $600 a week on average. We just posted like 3 weeks ago, we just broke our first $2,000 a week. That's in 1 year how much we've improved because we've got past consistency, and we've been at it for 3 years now and finally breaking those bigger barriers, and we're going to retire Danielle soon. You just got to get rid of the excuses, be consistent, and give it the time. We are going over 3 years. We hit our 3-year mark in January, and we're just now breaking to where we have created a 6-figure business, and we're not stopping there. We're going to keep going. And we want all of you guys. We're not saying this to brag. We want all of you guys. We would hope some of you come up and pass us up. That we would love to brag about you to pass us up. That would be amazing. I'm using my hands a lot like Danielle does too. But that's my point with consistency. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to get rich within even 2 or 3 months, 6 months, or even a year unless it's possible within a year to create a 6-figure business if you're absolutely just killing it and hit it right off the bat and know exactly what you're doing and have good background with people that will trust you. But it takes time.
Yeah. And what I have at the bottom here is most people quit because they focus on the now, the instant gratification, rather than the later, the long-term financial freedom, success, results. I know, I'm not the only one who's super impatient with results. I should have lost 5 pounds yesterday. It is only day 3 of my workout. I constantly have to remind myself, okay, it takes time. And it's with, not just physical, it's with the financial aspect. I think I was like that too at first with focusing, and I compare myself to other coaches, which is like a big no-no because that'll bring you down quicker than anything. But, we don't talk about money often. You guys know that. I probably should be more often, but because that's not the main reason why we do this. Being able to help you guys create your dreams and make them come true, even if you're just starting out, the fact that we get to mentor you guys and help you do that and come up to the top with us is just priceless. It's incredible. Some of you that have impacted your whole families, you're changing your family's lives, or yours and your husband's, whatever. That is just such a priceless thing to be a part of. Okay, so, the broken record slide, the 4 vital behaviors, invite. It's there for a reason. I really wanted to just, quickly go over this for the new coaches that are on the call. I have a lot of people that, I recently did the recruiting division group, which a lot of people flaked out on me from. Anyways, so I was having people post screenshots of their reach outs, and some people were posting screenshots of their follow-ups, which to me is totally not the same thing. You want to invite to fresh, brand new, stinking people. Go on Instagram and find a brand new person you've never talked to. Go on Facebook and find a brand new person you've never talked to. Just reach out to them, connect with them. It's simple. KISS. Keep it as simple as possible. Keep it super simple. It's as far as, hey, how are you? And usually, like, I just talked to someone the other day. She was married to a guy I went to church with growing up. I had never talked to her before in my life. And my post about endometriosis made her message me. She messages me, and without me bringing it up, she brought up Beachbody and how we've been able to travel and create our dreams. I didn't even have to bring that up. She brought it up, and she was trying to get more out of me. I mean, it is really super simple, guys. You can't overthink that, but you need to be inviting people all the time, daily. I had someone, that told me today that they, want to get to diamond as fast as they can. Well, I did it in 3.5 months, and I'll tell you, I didn't do what other people told me to do. They said reach out 3 to 5 people a day. No, I was reaching out to at least 10 people per day because I saw the income potential, and I wanted to retire him from his full-time job. I wanted to reach my goals, so it was at least 10 people a day. If you have serious goals, you need to get on and reach out to as many people as you can. You can always do better. I can always do better than I am now. Proof of the product. We just went over, doing your workouts and being consistent, drinking your Shakeology and posting about it and being consistent. Shakeology isn't just every other day. It's every day. You don't eat a salad. If you're trying to eat healthy, you're not going to eat one salad and lose all this weight. Your Shakeology is your superfood, dense nutrition, daily dense nutrition. You need to drink it every day and be proof that it works. Personal development, you guys know that's huge. Audio, books, whatever it is. Make sure you're doing your personal development. That's helped me so much with my self-confidence because that was my biggest struggle, worrying about what other people think, and that's really helped me come a long way. There's so many books you can choose from. New coaches that are on this call, we have a list of new books that you can start with. GoPro, Compound Effect, just to name 2 really good ones. Eat That Frog, I could go on. Recognition. So, you guys see me post about certain people who've gotten great results or Success Club or, whatever it is that I'm recognizing people for, even if you don't like to have, even if you don't like to be called out in public, it's kind of nice to have your own horn tooted sometimes. I always like to say that. So recognition is fun for everybody. So if you see someone being recognized, acknowledge it, comment on it, tell them good job or congrats. So just wanted to hit on that a little bit. Okay, and the last slide, be independent. So my job as your coach or your uplines coach is to help teach you to be independent and not reliant on them. So that means if you have a question, always go to coachfaq.com first and see if you can find it. That's like Beachbody's Google. Or post an Exhilarate Empire. That's what our team's for. Sometimes I get people asking me questions that I honestly just want to be like, can you ask in the team really quick? Because I have 8 kids. And all I'm going to do is go to CoachFac and look it up for you. So just go ask the team or look on CoachFac. It's easy. Running your own challenge groups. I have so many of my own challenge groups that I can't keep up with all of them. So, try to be independent and run your own. We have the scripts on your online office where you can literally copy and paste posts for each day. It's super easy. You just got to be bold and go after running your own challenge group. Same with your own coach trainings. If you have a couple coaches and you want to run your first Coach Basics, they have a guide that you can copy and paste in your online office too, to run your own coach training. You'll never know if you can handle it until you try it. And I was scared for my first challenge group, coach training, sneak peek, webinar, whatever. But you got to do it in order to get better. So your own coach sneak peek and webinars, you guys, I posted about that a couple weeks ago, how if you want to run your own first coach webinar, I'm here to assist you. I'll get on the call and help you. But basically, it's really cool because when you post about your coach opportunity, you can say, I'm running my first coach sneak peek, or I am hosting a coach webinar on this night. When you talk about it being you, it gives you a little bit of credibility. And it makes you look, independent, and you're doing your own thing and you're being successful. So I highly recommend posting about doing your own. Message me. I can give you guys my videos to use as a guide, my webinar. I will hop on your webinar and assist you. I don't care. I just want you guys to be independent. And once you do, you're going to realize I'm actually kind of good at this. I can do this. That's how I was. I remember my first team call. I had one person show up. I had another call where nobody shows up, but now, our team calls are doing pretty good. Like, it's just, you got to do it and take initiative to do it. Your own coach team. If you don't have a coach team yet, you better get one open. If you have at least one coach, you should have your own coach team like Exhilarated Empire. It probably won't be as active at first, but it's a great thing to have started so that you can grow your own coach family. And as you add coaches, you're going to have your own little exclusive team, which is really exciting. So, and that also makes you more independent. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I think a lot of people, do become reliant on me, and I do provide a lot for you guys, but I also want to provide those things so you guys can see really how easy it is, and you guys can do it too. It's kind of like a guide, when I say, hey guys, I just went live last Saturday. I was like, if you guys want to hop on this call, you can, because I wanted you guys to see how easy it was. I literally just went live and started talking about my journey. It was actually pretty fun, but and you guys can do that too, and I'm always willing to help. But, okay, last thing. All right, let's make May an amazing month. Like I said, summer is here already, and I'm really excited about heading into summer and all the changes and people getting ready for their bikini bods. People are going to be getting ready for vacations, and, they need you. They need to know that you're there. So get ready to change some lives, reach some huge goals, and we're all in this together. Summit's coming up. We're all staying at this huge house. And I'm so excited to be with the team. I can't even tell you how excited I'm excited to be with everyone. It's going to be just so fun and so rejuvenating. And going to the trainings to amp us up. I did want to throw in there that Summit registration for next year will open while we're at Summit. So make sure you're ready, because it was sold out in like 11 minutes last year. So you want to make sure that you're ready to get your ticket as soon as possible. If you are not on the wait list for this year, you might still have a chance if you can go. So you can still get on that wait list.
They cleared all coaches for April 25th, so there's a good chance they can still get on.
Yep. So anyways, you guys can go ahead and ask any questions you have. Was that a good subject? Was that good for you guys? Good. It's good to see all of you. Yay. Did anybody have any questions at all? Please tell me someone had a question. Becky did. All right, let me unmute you. All right.
Oh, my question was the Hammer and Chisel challenge group. Are we just going to use the Hammer and Chisel ultimatum again? Like, if we have any new challengers, should we just add them to that, or are we making a new group?
Usually I make a new group, but that one was, it seems like a lot of them wanted to restart. We could do that
active.
And start an app too, a Summer Strong app.
Yeah.
Because I think the app has been doing pretty good. For 22 hardcore, it's been pretty active.
Yeah.
So, good question. All right. Gloria, hold on. Let me unmute you. There you go. Oh, you just muted yourself.
Hi. I wanted to ask, so I know that we just got started, but I was thinking after we do the 21-day fix that I'd like to do our first challenge group. Just like once I have some sort of before and after the show. Do you think that's too soon, or do you think that?
Not at all. I think that if you guys post your journey through the 21 days, it'll really encourage people to want to jump aboard. Like, what are you doing? And then you tell them, you can be like, well, I have a new challenge group starting on this date. You guys could join if you'd like, so it's a great idea.
Okay, because I thought about doing it like right from the get-go and being like, hey, keep me accountable,
Mm-hmm.
like who wants to get on this boat with me, but I feel like I should give them a few weeks warning so they can order their products and stuff.
Yep.
So,
if you want to start a challenge group and you know the date you're going to finish 21 Day Fix, then go ahead and come up with a date that you're going to start the 21 Day Fix challenge group. Because when you post about it, you want to make sure you have a date so that it puts a sense of urgency on it, so that people know, okay, I need to order so that it's here before that date.
Okay, so do you recommend 2 or 3 weeks out from the date, like that I know?
What works best for you, starting a challenge group?
I usually post about it a month in advance, all the way up until. But you guys will be fine.
Okay.
I would just start posting about it now. You know, if you go to the files section of Exhilarated Empire, there's a document of a bunch of examples of how to post about a challenge group. So, like
Right,
there's
I saw that, but I want to be like a little bit more like personal. So like you go on there and just be like, hey, everyone on here knows I struggle with my weight. Who wants to help me lose weight? You know, that kind of thing.
well, yeah, that's what
Because
you're supposed to do. It's to
Yeah.
turn it into your own words, but those are just kind of guides to bounce ideas off of.
Right, but I did see that, so
Great.
okay. I just wanted to ask. Thanks.
Anybody else? You all look so good. No more questions.
Well, I have one, but I'll probably have to go back and look over everything because I jumped in kind of late. What was the gist of tonight's call?
I went over what to do when you're in a funk and consistency. So yeah, you'll definitely want to look back at that because it was. I feel like I had some good tips because it was kind of personal. So you know, I could add in some of my own tips of what I've done to overcome that funk.
All right.
Okay, cool. I love when kids get on the call.
Hmm.
Hi, Jesse.
Say it again. Hi.
Hi. Hi,
Time to go work out.
Say it again.
Bye.
Bye. Where are we going?
Bye. Hannah. Okay.
Where's Nell? She's over here.
Sutton. Sorry.
There's Nell. See her?
Hi, Sutton.
Okay, get off.
All right, guys. Well, that's all I have. And I will post the recording in a few minutes. Cool. All right. Well, thank you guys for taking time out of your night to join. It was good to see all of you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Night.